Hi all and welcome back to Rant Football. I'm your host Phil, and this is just a quick reminder to say we've changed the rules. Obviously, if you get the correct score, it's 3 points. If you predict the correct team to win or draw, it's 1 point. Yet again, it'll be me, Simon, Donna, and Paul predicting for the end of the season games, and I really hope you enjoy it. Next season, we're looking for more people to come on and join us. If you'd like to join us, it's rantfootball1@gmail.com. So let's go over to the guys and myself and watch the absolute clustermuck we have done here of a show. So I hope you enjoy and see you all in a second. Hi all and welcome to this season's final Rant Football, the show what's changed so much from the first day of the season to the final day of the season. We're here right now with Lobster Simon and Paul, and Donna hasn't shown up because she's a typical American who's always miles behind. Welcome, boys.
Hello there.
Hello.
Hello.
So everyone's wondering what's going on. This one, we're pretty much going to quickly go through the scores of the last few rounds we try to predict, and we're going to see who champion is. So I'm going to be very smart now. Get ready for this. God, that's so sad. People don't know.
Yeah.
Right.
I watched Channel 4 in the 80s.
There we go, guys. We've got the first lot of games up here. As you can clearly see, we have Man United and Bournemouth. It ended 5-2. Unfortunately, me and Paul went 2-0 and got 1 point. Simon went 3-0 and got 1 point. Donna went 2-1. I'm not sure why Donna thought it'd be that close, but she went 2-1 and got a point. We got Burnley, Sheffield United. Only one person didn't get. One person got 0 points for this. And by the way, Paul, Simon,
yeah.
You say I always make a mistake with my scores on the pictures.
You have, haven't you?
Yes. Burnley versus Sheffield United. No, I haven't. No, I'm going mad, everyone. This is not Rant Football unless I'm mucking up. It did end 1-1, and me, Paul, and Donna all put 1-1. It was Simon who got 0 points because he went 2-1. So 3 of us got 3 points. We go into the Brighton and Liverpool game.
For me.
Yeah, whatever. Brighton versus Liverpool game. Full time, 3-1 to Liverpool. I think you all lost the plot in this game because you all went for draws. I'm not going to say the scores anymore. I'm getting bored. And I went for a win for Liverpool, so I'm the only one who got a point. Tottenham Everton, full time 1-0. I was the idiot in this one. I went for a draw. You all went for a Tottenham home win. You all got 1 point. I got 0. Crystal Palace versus Chelsea. What a game this was. We all went for a Chelsea win. We didn't expect it to end 3-2. Well, me and Simon got the closest at 3-1, but we all got 1 point for that. So, as I would say, guys, well done there. So, at that point, did you think, Simon, that you could walk away with Rant Football?
Then, no. Obviously, I only got, 2 points? So, no, I didn't think I was going to win it, but I knew I was going to get first or second, because it's just what I do. But it was a long run. We had what was it, 20, how many games did we do? 25 games?
It was a lot of games.
Yeah.
So it was a lot. It's not a sprint; it's a marathon. So I would just thought, I'll just keep ticking over.
And Paul, how was you feeling at this moment? Did you think you were?
Yeah, I was consistently bad. So yeah, no excuses. I just need to do better next season.
Oh, I can't argue with that, mate. You definitely need to do better next season because that wasn't. Yeah, that wasn't what you needed. So if we go into the next lot of games, I believe I've chosen the right one. If I haven't, I don't care anymore. We have Bournemouth Tottenham, full-time 0-0. We all got 0 points because we all went for the Yids winning this game. Am I allowed to say Yids?
I don't think so.
Oh,
I don't know. I don't know anymore.
Everything. I think this is. I don't think this is the worst week ever.
Yeah, everyone going to say this. We all got 0 points for that game. Sheffield United, Chelsea. Chelsea got a spanking. Kepa. Well, Chelsea didn't have a keeper. They had Kepa in goal.
Well, I got the right score, just the wrong way around.
Yeah, so it ended 3-0.
I enjoyed that game.
We all got 0 points, but it's funny because me and Simon went for a Chelsea win and Paul and Donald went for a draw. We were all wrong.
Yeah.
It was all fun again after this. Arsenal, Liverpool, full time. Arsenal 2, Liverpool 1. 0 points. We all went for a Liverpool win. You can see it on the screen, people, so I'm not reading them out. Then we had Tottenham versus Arsenal again. No, I'm not sure. Obviously, there's days apart in these games, people. So it wasn't one day after. It could have been about 3 days later, that game. Full time, Tottenham beat the Gooners 2-1. And I'm sure Arsenal Fan TV ranted and moaned and cried like they always did. I believe one of them got told off for being a bit racist. But
yeah,
whoops. But we're not exactly the most innocent people because I said, so. Well, it did end 2-1 to the Tottenham. I got 0 points. Paul got 1 point. Simon got 1 point. Both went for the right team winning. Donna actually got the correct score. I can't believe I'm saying this. She got 3 points out of this. So congratulations to her, wherever she is. She'll make an excuse up later. She's probably drunk. Man United versus Southampton. Man United had it in the bag, didn't they, Paul? 2-1. You had the 3 points. The last second.
Lost it right at the end, yeah.
2-2 draw, and that got me the only person with a point because the rest of you went for United. You and Donald would have both got 3 points there. And while we are on that, Paul, could you tell me how it felt throwing it away at that last second?
You just not good at all. The guy wasn't. He just had a bit of a nightmare, the lad, on the day. But I don't know. It wasn't good. We had a few injuries, and it really rocked the team a little bit towards the end. Shouldn't have done, but it did do. And they kept attacking him. What can you do? Not good.
Is that the excuse you're sticking by?
Yeah. All right, it's going down on paper, that one on video.
Okay, and we're going to go into the next lot of games now, as you can see, guys. We're to skip the first one. I don't want to talk about it. Kepa,
the spanking.
He shouldn't even have a name what sounds like keeper because he's got no hands, apparently. Is the worst keeper I've ever seen in Chelsea in probably about 30 years, and that says a lot. But obviously it ended 5-3 to the champions, Liverpool. I got 0 points because I went for a draw. Simon got 0 points. For some reason, he thought Chelsea could win. And Paul and Donald got 1 point each because they both went for a Liverpool win. So well done, lads. And lady, obviously. Man United versus West Ham. Yeah, again, a bit of a shock on here, but Simon knew it was coming on. Man United versus West Ham, full-time 1-1. Let's face facts. West Ham deserved to win that game. Pogba was a disgrace with his handball and pretending he smashed his face off with it. I mean, great goalkeeper. But as I said, it was 1-1. I got 0 points. Paul got 0 points. And Donna got 0 points because we all went for a United win. Simon pulled it out of the bag. He went for a 2-2 draw and got a point. We move on to a game that I was very happy with, but I didn't get the result for, but I was happy it happened because obviously Champions League football for Chelsea. Tottenham versus Leicester, full-time 3-0. Jose did one for Man United and Chelsea, his old clubs. I got 0 points, 1-0. Yeah, again, the others got a point each because they all went for a win for the Tottenham. Moving on to Aston Villa, Arsenal. We all said it'd be a boring game, but we was all laughing at the end because the Villa...
Yeah, well, come on. Who the hell would have thought Villa would have got that result?
Well, who the hell would have thought Villa would have stayed up because goal line technology wasn't working?
Well,
yeah. Not for the first time this season.
Yeah, so Aston Villa, Arsenal was full-time 1-0. We all got 0 points because we all went for an Arsenal win. Last game out of these predictions was Brighton versus Newcastle. Boring Newcastle. We'll get to them in a second. Anyway, it ended 0-0. I got a point. Went 2-2. By the way, yeah, 2-2. Simon got a point. He went 1-1. And Donna and Paul got nothing because they went for a Newcastle win. Now,
Simon,
we're going to you now. How did you feel at this point with Newcastle season? Clearly you were safe, but do you think now the blood money's definitely not coming in, what's been said to us? How do you feel about Newcastle at this precise moment and how that season was going at that point?
Well, to be honest, I am not upset at Newcastle. I'm upset at the Premier League itself. It's really, the Premier League have just dragged this out for weeks. And if they made a decision, they wouldn't have had to pull out. Blatantly, the top six teams in the Premier League didn't want these people in. Yeah, so the Premier League have dragged it out, and they're going, they can't be out. Waiting for this now. So they pulled out, and the top six teams are loving this now because they've got no one to challenge them.
So what you're saying, their pull-out skills are better than no one else, and better than most males in the country.
Oh, sorry, what?
Their pull-out skills are better than most males in the country.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. But the thing is, if this was, example, a Man United or a Chelsea, this would have been done weeks ago. It would have been sorted. Premier League would have agreed it, done. It's been dragged out and dragged out and dragged out. It's not an established club.
What's your answer to that?
There's my rant for the day.
Yeah, no. It was all to do with piracy, from what I understand. The illegal streaming of the games from over.
No, that was what was being used, but the Premier League didn't make a decision on whether they were going to allow these Arabs to take over the club. They weren't giving him a decision, so they've just pulled out. If they're not going to get a decision in the first 8 weeks of trying, would you wait 8 weeks if you were trying to take over a club? No. So that's what they've done. I know there was this ongoing dispute with BN Sports or whatever it was. But
yeah, that's it. BN,
is it BN? Whatever it is.
BN's African, and they're very legit as a channel. Okay.
Well, whatever it is that they've been doing, but whatever they've been streaming anyway. Yeah, but that's all they've been streaming, haven't they?
Yeah, they've been illegally streaming. A bit like an IPTV service.
I'm glad they do, really.
Never do that.
Yeah.
No, never do it. It's not.
It's not the best way to watch football.
It's not the best.
It's very glitchy.
Channels for very cheap prices and not getting conned by Sky or Virgin. We are telling you, never do it.
Never.
Don't do it, people. Don't. I'm talking to you, that person who's staring right at me now. I'm watching you.
No, Phil, I'm doing it. Yeah, I've done it.
Ooh. Guys, the thumb's gone up. Can only mean one thing. That there is a certain person I'm looking for. But we are waiting for that certain person. I'm going to go into the last lot of games, obviously. And we're going to go into the final games of the season. So I won't. Burnley, Brighton. Brighton pulled off an easy win here, I've got to say. And we all got 0 points because Brighton won 2-1. And I went for a draw. Donna went for a draw. And you two went for a Burnley home win. Everton, Bournemouth. The godfather of the Premier League, Carlo Ancelotti, lost his first home game as an Everton manager. Bournemouth won this 3-1. We all got 0 points. And I will get back to this in a minute, because we're going to move on to Leicester Man United. This was a game what dropped Leicester, and we will talk about this as well, Paul, out of the top 4 for the season. Unfortunately for them, they've been up there literally all season, but they lost 2-0 at home to Man United. We all got 0 points. The other, Paul and Donna bottled it and went for a draw, thinking United wouldn't get a win. Simon also went for a draw. I was hoping Leicester would pull off something magic here and get rid of Man United. It wasn't to be, so we all got 0 points. Newcastle versus Liverpool. This is where, guys, the last 2 games is where someone won the league, unfortunately. Newcastle versus Liverpool ended 3-1 to Liverpool. Most of us got 1 point. Simon was so close to getting 3 points because he went 3-0. But Donna pulled off the 3 points. 3-1 to Liverpool and she 3-1. West Ham, Aston Villa. West Ham were just being lazy, and I personally think a little bit unprofessional in this game, knowing what this game meant to teams lower down. And as I said, it was a 1-1 draw. Now, me and Paul went for 2-1, West Ham 0 points. Simon went for 0-0 and got his point. And then Donna got a 1-0 and got all 3 points. Now, Simon, I'm going to go to you and ask you, what did you think of what happened with the Bournemouth situation? Because obviously they won their game, they would have been up, and we go back to that goal line technology problem. What has kept us up? If that didn't happen, Villa was down. My phone goes off.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I feel sorry for Bournemouth.
Right, carry on.
I feel sorry for Bournemouth because, like I say, we all saw that ball across the line. That goal was in.
Yeah.
Technology has failed, which I don't understand. How Hawkeye has been being used in cricket, tennis, everything. You get put in the Premier League for 1-2 seasons and it's broken. But I don't know, mate. I just feel sorry for the Bournemouth lot because it's like they've lost out from the legitimate. If that goal stood, Bournemouth are up, Villa are down, and it's costing them about £150 million.
Yeah.
So that's all you can do is feel sorry for the people it's gone against, unfortunately.
I don't want to say much about it. I've always been a fan of goal line technology. Apparently, it was checked before kickoff, but it wasn't on. So something happened in that period.
But I thought another argument is, but if another argument is VAR, if there was a clear and obvious error, VAR's supposed to get involved. But there was a clear and obvious evidence that ball was across the line. Why didn't VAR overturn it? Everyone could see it. It didn't take a rocket science to see, wait a second, the ball's that far over the line. If it was a millimetre, maybe, but when it's like, motherfucker.
Do we want to go into VAR? Do we want to talk about VAR?
No, because VAR needs scrapping.
No.
Now, I've watched it all season. My opinion on VAR is good technology. My opinion on the idiots who use it is the problem. I mean, they're different people all the time, and the problem with that, one way or another, is they all have different opinions on certain things. So it's never going to be consistently the same, and that's the problem. The simple answer to VAR is, yes, we've got the guy in the office looking at it. He just needs to say in his microphone, as I get nearer, he needs to say in the microphone, plain and simple, I think something's not right about this. Referee, and they probably better bring this in properly next year. Referee, go over to your screen and have a look yourself. You're reffing the game. You've got the final decision. It's going to take less time for a referee who's seen it on the pitch and on the camera to stand there and go, penalty, offside, free kick, red card. It's his job. And quite frankly, the referees and linesmen have been getting away with murder this season because they've been kind of lazy because they've just sat there and thought, we don't need to make the big decisions most of the time. We can leave it to somebody in a office who's nowhere near the stadium and doesn't care.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, how many times has that monitor been used? Twice?
Yeah, it's not been many.
And it's like, well, what is the point of having that monitor there when it's not being used? Like you said, let the referee make the decision, not the fourth official, fifth official, or VAR official, or whatever. Just use the technology that's there for the purpose that it is.
I think the referees don't actually like it. So if the referee in the office and they all make it look bad, then maybe they're thinking they'll get rid of it.
No, they'll never get rid of it. Once it's been, it's like Mike Reid was loving it at weekend when he thinking he'd beaten VAR, but
yeah. Well, I like
that's
it.
another story.
Well, you will love it.
Well, he is a Man United fan, isn't he? So what do you expect?
Funny, well, we're going to Man United. We can segue into the Man United Leicester game, Paul. Paul, it was a big day for Man United and Leicester. Chelsea done their job pretty early in the first half. Well, not early in the first, but they got the job done in the first half, Chelsea. So it was down to United and Leicester. So was it squeaky bum time for you that afternoon?
It wasn't. It was strange. It wasn't really. Leicester were attacking quite a lot, but they didn't really do much with the ball. To be fair, they were the better team for some of the part in the first half. But I don't know. As soon as we got the goal, they settled down a bit and then pushed on again. Got the second goal.
Obviously, you got your 107th penalty in that game as well, didn't you? Because it's been ridiculous. That you've got.
Yeah. Well, you know, what can you do if you're attacking? If you're in the penalty area, you're going to get fouled sometimes.
Fairness, I think
No. What you need to do there, Paul, you need to do what City do. Get in the box and actually score, not fall over or get tackled. If you actually score when you're in the box, you got to get penalties.
Simon, you've actually got that one as well.
They did win 2-0.
It's not that they actually deserved the penalty most of the times. Most of the times, they clearly had someone in the VAR studio, I think Alex Ferguson, telling the referee what to do.
Fergie time.
I don't care as long as we win. I'll have a VAR penalty every single day of the week. I don't care. I'll win by an own goal as long as it's a win.
I'll put it this way. With that, I'll take VAR over Mike Ashley.
Yeah, I'll take anything over him, wouldn't you?
I'll take a bacon sandwich over him.
And I'll take Frank Lampard's rant at Klopp any day. I mean, some people say it was disrespectful. What's disrespectful about it? Klopp told him to sit down, all smarmy, and someone on his bench said something. Frank stuck up for his boys' passion. If the players on the pitch showed that passion, Chelsea might have finished third this season, miles ahead of Man United and Leicester, but there was no passion in it, and I think we did well, by the way, Paul. Just want to say, we were joint third with you, and we played most of the season without a defence or a goalkeeper, so that shows how good we were going forward.
Yeah, it was very good. I think Leicester's the biggest story, really. Their decline is terrible.
Well,
But go on,
other
sorry,
clubs,
Sam.
like you say, no, Paul. Other clubs have done that in the past, but Leicester have been jumped in with it as a big club because they've won the Premier League. Yeah, they are, but they had the massive fall. But you can't give credit to Chelsea. Chelsea have had an awesome season for the team that they've got.
Yeah.
I'll say Newcastle have had a good season, really. Because instead of us being fighting for the in the relegation all the way through, we've kept ourselves above water and kept ourselves near the middle of the table. So Newcastle have had a good season. United, after what they've gone through with all the players and all the managers, they've had a good season. It's just that no one's good enough to actually catch Liverpool. Because Liverpool just not took the foot off the gas and just carried on from where last season was. And City have dropped and Leicester have dropped. And Arsenal and Spurs.
Let's get into what most people want to know. Let's see who the champion is. Oh, God.
Yeah.
I personally think I'm going to take points off this person, though, for no shoving. But here we go, guys. The COVID-19 Rant Football final prediction table. In last place, on 18 points, Mr. Paul Plants.
Yeah.
In third place,
player of us all, keeping us all up.
On 21 points. The guy who was top for almost every week until the last week, and he did that and bottled it. Me, Phill G. Consistent second place. He never could get top, really, and he never will. And second doesn't matter. It's just as good as third and fourth. But he got it. 22 points for Simon.
I'm in the Champions League.
And then the champion. Yeah, that was the champion anyway. I don't want to talk about it.
Well done, Donna. Well done.
Yeah, well done. Did well.
Congratulations, Donna. On the very last day, then 6 points she got, put her top of the league, 24 points, and she's champion. What pretty much means she's going to choose the first set of games for next season, and she's allowed to predict last on the video. So who's ever there will predict before her. And so if she wants to change her predictions, she can. She's champion, and we got beaten by a Yank.
And the girl.
I don't care about losing to a girl. It's a Yank. That's far worse.
We're not even playing soccer.
So, boys, end of the season. Anything you can come out of it? We've had a team dominate. We've had teams that are falling apart. We've had stadiums that have had to be empty. We've had a season that's had to be stopped. I don't think we're ever going to see anything like it again, are we?
No. It's good. It's been a very interesting season, only one way or the other. But there's going to be 2 years of football non-stop now, so the players are going to be knackered. But yeah, it's been up and down, very up and down.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Donna, you didn't join us. So who wants to put their hands up and take Donna's points away from her? Sorry, it's not happening. She's champion. She done it fairly. Copied Paul. Funny thing is, most games she copied Paul and she got no points. The game she didn't copy him, she got 3 points. Donna, that is a lesson for you when you're watching this.
Yeah, just don't listen to whatever I say. Do the opposite.
Yeah.
So, guys, it's been a pleasure this season. I'm going to do little videos throughout the break, obviously. I've got a plan with a friend of mine who's an Arsenal fan. He might come on after the
There's still a couple of games to go, isn't there? Yeah, really, a few games.
Champions League, Europa League. So we'll come back and talk about these things. But as prediction-wise, it's over. And then obviously we'll come back, hopefully talking about loads of transfers for the big clubs like Chelsea and Man United. And we'll talk about probably Newcastle fighting for relegation again.
Oh, I think that's where we're headed in this season.
We'll talk about their big buyer, probably be nobody again.
Yeah.
But guys, it's been a pleasure, Donna. It's also been a pleasure. Everyone who's been on this season at some point, the format of this show has changed so much. The format you're seeing now is more likely what we're going to do for next season as well. I think it's a lot better, a lot easier. And you all just sending me individual videos and me putting it all together. Also, we're running out of time apparently, so no, I'll be off here in a minute. Also, anybody who wants to join us full time next season, come on board. Yet again, it's plain and simple. Predict your games. If you can't be on every week, this is going to all of you guys as well. If you think there's going to be a week you're going to have to miss for reasons, life goes on. You can't always be here. Send me your results, your predictions, with your scores, and I'll put them on the screen so everyone can see them on the scores as well. So no one misses out any week. We'll try and have a full season with the same amount of people. And obviously a few more to join us and enjoy ourselves. So, guys, anything you want to say before we go?
No, just say well done putting it together. It's very good. And come on, Arsenal. That's all I'll say. But yeah, go on, Simon.
No, yeah, it's been a fantastic season. I've enjoyed it. It's the next season where I'm gonna go bold and say I'm winning it. Sorry, I'm second. I'm winning it now. I'm being bold. It's mine.
Paul.
I'll probably come last again.
Paul.
Yeah.
I don't even know why your team's back in the Champions League. You're going out the group stages. How dare you? Hey, come on, Arsenal.
You're worried. You're worried about us now.
Worried about you? We've got Werner up front, mate.
Yeah. You don't even know what he plays like in the Prem yet.
I'll tell you what he'll play like. You see Slabhead in defence for Man United?
Yeah.
Well, Slabhead won't get near him, so that's how you know what's going to happen. It's going to be in the back of your net. I'm praying De Gea's in goal for you again next season. I'm praying Chelsea sign a decent goalkeeper, and I'm praying Newcastle don't get new owners because it's. No, I'm joking about Newcastle. They deserve.
I'm just praying we get rid of Joe Linton. I just don't see the point of him. Just hope Joe Linton knows how to kick a football by the end of next season. That'd be nice.
Anyway, guys,
Jesus, how the hell can he be a footballer?
Thank you for a think. As I said, come back everyone next year. We'll be more organised, hopefully, and there'll be a lot more rants. I'm sure I'll be ranting if Chelsea don't win the league because we spent loads of money. Paul, I will be saying you'll probably finish 4th or 5th again because you've got a PE teacher.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I know. Will. And United will as well. Maybe. We'll see.
But anyway, guys, cheers. So from me to you. See you later, everyone.
Yeah.
Bye.
Welcome to the Epic Florida Podcast.
Yes, you heard it right. This is the Epic Florida Podcast. I am one of your hosts, Simon. I'm also with another host, Phil. We are, as we said, the Epic Florida Podcast. We're going to talk about everything to do about Florida, not just the theme parks, everything. And we mean everything. So follow us on the socials, Twitter and Instagram at TEFpod. And also, we have an email, tefpod@gmail.com. You know what to do.
Champion, champion, champion around football. Champion, champion around football. Yeah, guess who won it? That would be me. Yep, that would be me. It's been a pleasure this year with Phil, Simon, and Paul. Thank you for having me with you. And I look forward to another year and listening to Phil go on and how good Chelsea is when we know that Chelsea isn't all that and that the best club out there is Manchester United. Yes, it is. We all know that. 3rd place going into the Champions League next year. Yes. And yours truly will be back to try and keep the title as champion, and I will. And it's been a real pleasure. It really has. You guys have made this year just so much more enjoyable with all the stuff that we have been going through. And I encourage all of you out there in the viewing world to come and join us and try and, give Phil a bad time. Newcastle, Simon supports Newcastle. Yeah, someone has to. And then there's Paul and myself who supports United, and we have Andrew who supports United. So, we could use a few more others who support other clubs, except for Liverpool. We don't allow them in. Just joking. Anyway, have fun. Have a great summer. We'll see you September 12th. Bye.
All I do is win.